Okay, let's first discuss gangs specifically. Gangs are pre-programmed. You are pre-programmed to respond to particular key phrases, key ideas, which will group people together, within which they will choose a gang leader, and they would experience a feeling of power. The point of feeling powerful is quite important within the human, because within the face of creation the human feels rather small. So in the natural evolutionary development of every child that comes in here, as you are integrating into the mind and into the social structure that is pre-existing as consciousness here, you will go through a phase where you will, as a youngster, become part of a gang. And that happens both with males and females. Female ganging up is a little bit different to male ganging up, and they will do obviously different things related to whether they're male or female. But your primary gangs in the world are, for instance, now gangs with sub-gangs. I mean, it's like Christianity. You have your primary gang in Christianity, which has got keywords like Jesus and God and free will that's given to you by God, and that you were born in sin, and all of those kind of things. So it's important to identify all the key words. If you do not speak the key words to a gang member, you're not seen as part of the gang, and you're immediately attacked by all the gang members. It is like an automated response. You have the same with the atheists. The atheists will use keywords like reason and science and logic and evolution, points like that. And if you do not follow and speak the lingo of the gang, then the whole gang will gang up against you and attack you. The same with Islam, which specifically will have points like Mohammad and Allah and the various ways of spelling names and working together and the way women dress, all gang signs. That's specific. If you're not part of the gang, again you will be ostracized and attacked. You have the same with the Jewish gangs in terms of how they operate. You'll also see each of the gangs have a specific family structure and a way to educate the children, to pre-program them and integrate them into the gang, because the gang is seen as protection. Protection against the world, protection against other gangs, and each gang, you can have a look at the world and the world map. You can kind of see where is the gang areas and where is the conflict areas where the gangs touch. And then obviously each gang has got certain wealth and resources, and that wealth and resources is desired by the other gang, and so they will then find ways to trade and or take each other's resources through gang wars. And at the end of the day, the human being itself is nothing but fodder, just a small little piece of consciousness, unable to see how the big picture is working and unable to realize that they have actually subscribed to a simple pre-programmed survival point as a gang member. So it's suggested to identify all the gang leaders, to identify the sub-gangs, to identify the key words, the key phrases that you must give as a sign, the dress code that is necessary as a sign, the music you must listen to as a sign, the food you eat as a sign. It's all part of gangsters, mobsters and gangsters, and then the gangster mob together whenever you show them common sense. Common sense and self-honesty does not exist within the realm of the gang. Within the realm of the gang, fear exists, and the member is in so much fear for both the gang leader, which could be God or Jesus or Allah or mind, that it will not question the gang because the gang member understand the way the gang operates, and that the gang will mob together and attack anyone that dare to question the rules of the gang. And so the world is ruled by gang leaders that has even created a form of lottery called democracy, within which each gang member has got a vote or a choice to give them some sense of power in the outcome of the leadership and direction the gang will take. And these gangs will then operate within a principle that which is democracy, which is mob rule, which is never acting in the best interest of all living things or the planet, which is very clearly seen, yet you cannot change that. Now, this will move increasingly more onto the internet, where they will gang together and utilize cyber attacks in asserting their authority as the gang and their turf.